So we have established properties for differentiating exponential functions and log functions. Now we want to look at how those properties change very slightly to differentiate e to the x and the natural log of x. So e to the x, natural log of x are just two special cases or kind of commonly occurring types of exponential and log functions. So first, let's review the relationship between a to the x and e to the x power. So e to the x is just an exponential function with a base of e. That constant that's 2.78, et cetera, et cetera. So e to the x is just a very common exponential function that pops up. So we're going to establish a separate property for differentiating that type of function. And similar for the natural log of x, we want to look at the relationship between the log base b of x and the natural log of x. So if we have a log function with base e, then what we have is the log base e of x. And anytime we have log base e, we just simplify that and write that as the natural log of x. So again, natural log of x, or a log base e of x, is just a common logarithm function that we see. So we want some more specific properties for differentiating these two special cases of these two functions. So to differentiate e to the x, we're going to take the derivative with respect to x of e to the x, which is going to give us e to the x. So we're just following that same pattern that we established for exponential functions. Whatever the base is to the x power, that function just remains unchanged, times the natural log of whatever our base is, times the derivative of x. So the derivative of x, we have that well established. That's always just going to be 1. And the natural log of e is just going to be 1. So the derivative of e to the x is just e to the x. That function completely unchanged. To differentiate the natural log of x, we're going to again follow that same pattern that we already established for more general log functions. This is going to become 1 over x times the natural log of e times the derivative of x. Derivative of x is 1. Natural log of e is 1. So the derivative of the natural log of x is just 1 over x. So we want these two special cases. We already established rules for differentiating exponentials and logs in a more general form, but since e to the x and natural log of x occur frequently as functions in different problems, we want these two sort of more shorthand rules.